This month we saw wartime hero Alan Turing celebrated on a UK 50p, and we saw the 150th Open marked with an official Gibraltar £1.
And we also heard the exciting news of the UK's first Harry Potter 50p, which is set to be issued later this year. And of course we also had the pioneer of the telephone commemorated on a new £2 coin as well.
Now there is a lot of news to cover, so I think we better get right into it.
I think so. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Alex, and this is your Change Checker newsletter for July.
So some really exciting news, in fact, probably the most exciting news we've heard for a really long time, is that the latest Royal Proclamation has announced that the UK's first ever Harry Potter 50p's are coming soon.
I am so excited for this. I mean, everyone knows a Harry Potter fan, but I am really a secret Harry Potter fan. I actually did a quiz that would tell me what house I would be in.
Okay, I think... part of me wants to say Gryffindor, but I'm going to go Hufflepuff.
Really?
Yeah.
So I thought I would be Ravenclaw. I came out as Slytherin.
Oh my gosh, okay, we're going all the way around the houses here.
I know.
I think I am a Gryffindor.
I would think you're a Hufflepuff.
Really? Leave a comment
Let
below.
us know.
Which house
Debate
do you
it in
think
the
we should
comments.
be in?
I was kind of upset, but actually, do you know what? There are some really strong Slytherins, actually.
Yep.
The nicer sides of the Slytherins. Maybe that's what I'm aligned to.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, I hope so.
I don't think you're a Slytherin, but I do think that you are going to love these new coins.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see them. I'm sure
They're gonna be
collectors
so
are
good.
really excited as well.
Exactly. I mean, like we've said, there are fan bases all across the globe. So Harry Potter is bound to be a hit with collectors. I think it's just going to be absolutely massive. You know, we really needed another kind of like character literary based coin for a while, and obviously these coins will be issued in commemoration of the 25th anniversary of A Philosopher's Stone. Harry Potter and A Philosopher's Stone.
I remember reading those books. These are the books that actually helped me to go from, you know, my mum reading books to me at night, and then me becoming solo reading on my own, going through these books and really experiencing Harry Potter. So many children did when they were growing up, and still do today, which I think is so incredible about the books. Obviously the films have been a massive hit as well, and the huge Harry Potter franchise worldwide. Because we've got so many people that love it, I really think that these coins are going to be massive.
Exactly, and especially when we tell you what the designs of each coin are set to show. Now obviously, as always, the details are top secret, but we can expect to see Harry Potter, Dumbledore, Hogwarts Castle and the Hogwarts Express.
Really cool.
Which one are you most looking forward to?
I think it's got to be Harry Potter, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be the main one for sure, but until we've seen those designs, it's really hard to tell, because Hogwarts Castle would be really
See, I think the Hogwarts Express.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just think it's such a pinnacle moment, especially in that first book. You know, it's where they really get to know each other for the first time, sat in their little carriage. So,
and it's on the cover of the book as well,
It
isn't it?
is,
The Hogwarts
yeah.
Express. But then so's Harry as well. So.
And because these coins will be based on the original illustrations from the books, it'll be so exciting to see those kind of come to life on our UK coinage, which is always just such an exciting feeling, seeing those designs for the first time.
So
be
we
so
can't
good.
wait. We're definitely counting down. Cannot wait. But if you want to make sure that you have all the latest news, then you can register our interest with the link in the description box below, so that you make sure you are one of the very first people to find out about these brand new coins.
This month, the wartime hero Alan Turing was celebrated on a 50p coin. Now, he follows in some huge footsteps, of course, that 2019 Stephen Hawking 50p. Now, obviously, both of these men have been so famed for their incredible work that their stories have been told through books, films, TV, and, you know, now it's such a huge honour to see them both, but particularly Alan Turing, commemorated on a UK coin.
Yeah, it's so true. I think, you know, to see Alan Turing on a new UK 50p just a year after we had the banknote as well, I think he is such a well-known and famed figure throughout British history. And as you say, the films, The Imitation Game as well, which is an incredible film celebrating Alan Turing. So it's great that we now have a UK 50p. And many collectors were really, really excited about this one. Like you say, because of the Stephen Hawking success that we saw, you know, that 50p was so popular when it was released back in 2019. Sold out of the precious metal specs within, I think, just a few hours after launch. And as you know, when those precious metal coins sell out, we always see a huge demand for the BU coins as well. So that has been such an incredible UK coin.
It really has.
Now to have the Alan Turing follow in the footsteps, I think is just something really special.
Yeah, and speaking of special, there's actually some really good special features on this coin that loads of you have been loving. Now, there is a what 3-word combination on there. So this is when you enter into a database, it brings you a location. But for this one, it's Gears Grin Than. And that takes you to the Cambridge University where he studied mathematics. So that is a really cool, touching tribute. But equally, there is a quote on there that says, "Only a foretaste of what's to come." Now, Rachel mentioned the banknote, and if you're an eagle-eyed collector, you'll notice that that also features on the banknote too. So if you've got the £50 note in your collection, having that 50p side by side is a really fantastic pairing.
Definitely.
Really nice.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Let us know if you are one of the lucky few to be able to have the £50 banknote and the 50p coin side by side, because like you say, that would be absolutely incredible. Now there's a third feature as well, isn't there, where you can see the designer's initials hidden on the coin as well. But if you do want to spot all those different features, you can head over to the blog. We've pulled them all out for you so that you can see them. But whenever you have a coin like that does have some hidden features, I think it makes it really special, as collectors just love looking at the different elements of the design.
Yeah, they really do. Now this Alan Turing 50p has been arguably one of the most sought after coins of 2022 so far. I mean, it's been so popular, like Rachel said, following in some huge footsteps of Stephen Hawking. And I think actually this 50p coin is giving it some good competition. So if you do want to find out more and you want to secure it for your collection, then click the link in the description box below.
So this month we saw the second coin in that amazing Queen's Reign £5 series, which was released. Now there will be 3 in total, celebrating her whole incredible reign of 70 years. But this second coin has a design featuring Maundy money coins, and that does highlight Her Majesty's charitable work and her patronage.
I think that's a really nice touching tribute, isn't it? I mean, of course, all of these coins have been issued to honour key aspects of Her Majesty's life and service. And actually, this is a really limited collection of 3 UK coins. Yeah, so they are just being issued this year to commemorate the Queen's personal commitment to her people, communities, and even the Commonwealth nations. So I think it's a really beautiful series.
Yeah, and I think what's really special about these as well is that you'll notice that each one of the coins actually features the Queen's signature. And that's never been seen before on UK coins, so it's something really special, and it unifies all 3 designs. So when the final one is released, you then have an amazing collection of coins. And it's such a big year, you know, it's the Queen's Platinum Jubilee year. Royalty-themed collectibles have been so popular. Demand's been really high. So I think, you know, now is the perfect time to be securing these coins, making sure you have that complete collection.
Absolutely, and especially ahead of her 1953 anniversary, her coronation anniversary next year, now is the time to be snapping up your Platinum Jubilee and any Queen Elizabeth coins, because they are just going to get more and more sought after, aren't they?
Definitely.
So if you want to find out more about this coin series or to secure them for your collection, you can do so by clicking the link in the description box below. Now, the pioneer of the telephone, of course, Alexander Graham Bell, has been commemorated on a UK £2 coin. Now, this marks 100 years since his passing, and you know what? This design is so touching for the man who essentially pioneered the telephone, because we see an instantly recognisable design inspired by humble telephone keypads. I think that's absolutely stunning.
Yeah, you know what? This coin was in the annual set, and it was actually my favourite one of all of the coins that were in there. I think lots of collectors really liked this design. In fact, it was voted favourite by change checkers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You see the keypad there, which is quite an intricate design in itself, but actually if you look really closely, you'll see the pioneer of the telephone actually is marked out on that keypad, but you'll probably need your change checker phone to see it because it's so small. But I just love a design like that where you see those intricacies. And it is so detailed.
Exactly.
And the fact that it's a £2 coin as well, you know, we don't see as many £2s as we do compared to the 50p's or even the £5, but it's great to have this one released. And also following the footsteps of some really big £2 coin releases. We saw the FA Cup, which again sold out of precious metal specs within just hours of release. So perhaps this could be the next UK £2 sellout.
Yeah, and do you know what? Loads of change checkers at our Change Checker Live events loved seeing this one in the annual set. I think it actually, on that day as well, was everyone's favourite. They kept saying how interesting that design was. And it goes to show, doesn't it? Like you said, having those intricacies on the coin brings in a whole new audience of collectors, because it's people that didn't even know that our UK coinage could look like that. That's what makes our coins so exciting, is that, they've got hidden features all over them. Now, obviously, you guys have already been snapping this coin up, but if you are yet to secure it for your collection, and you do want to find out some more information about Alexander Graham Bell and his really interesting history. Now, fun fact, did you know that Alexander Graham Bell also designed the prototype for the common metal detector?
Really?
Wow, so this man has created so much innovation across all of our day-to-day lives, but having him now commemorated on UK £2 coin is the perfect way to honour him. Definitely. So if you do want to find out more and you want to secure it for your collection, make sure you head over to our blog.
Now Now this month we had our first £2 coin hunt in, well, I guess it's been a couple of years,
Yeah.
actually, hasn't it? But you've never done a £2 coin hunt. So
never done it, my first one.
First one, but it was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was. We found some really, really great coins, including my personal favourite, the Charles Dickens £2 coin. We even found a Britannia, didn't we?
Yeah.
You found one.
Yeah, I found that one. And actually Britannia is one of my favourite ones, the new definitive £2, but not seen many of those in circulation, not seen any £2 coins since 2016.
No.
But what we really saw from this coin hunt is that there are still so many £2 coins that you can find in your change, and some really interesting ones as well. Mind you, we didn't find the rarest one, the Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland. That would have been a good one, but you guys keep your eyes out for those in case you can find one in your change.
Yeah. Now, of course, we were asking you change checkers to guess who would get the highest score out of the two of us, and ultimately who would win. But you guys have been guessing to get your hands on the Alan Turing 50p coin. Now, our 3 lucky winners will be revealed in a video going up this Sunday, so make sure that you tune back in then to find out if you're a lucky winner. The best way to do that is to make sure that you're subscribed to our channel and have your notification bells turned on, and that way you literally get a notification every time we upload. So I'm excited to see who wins.
Yeah.
This month felt busy, didn't it? I mean, we definitely covered quite a lot in today's newsletter.
Yeah, we really did. You know what, it's always great fun when there is a lot of numismatic news, and we've certainly had a look back on some really great stuff this month.
We really, really have. If you have been listening to the Change Checker podcast, then please do give us a follow and a like so that we know that you like this kind of episode.
And if you're watching on YouTube, then please do subscribe and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you don't miss an upload from us.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you all next time.